Please open number 13.
Good morning and welcome to day 2 of Vlogmas. Excuse the messy bookshelves behind me, but I forgot to bring my tripod up, so you're kind of just propped up on the table against my laptop. I am just winding up my day 1 Advent mini so that I can cast on my plan for it. We are planning on having quite a quiet day. Arthur had a temperature in the night again. This virus has been I don't know, it's just wiped both boys out completely and me. It's been horrendous. He's fine. I just gave him some Nurofen and he went back to sleep. And he seems fine this morning. Obviously still coughing and spluttering and all that kind of thing. But, you know. So the plan is he was supposed to have swimming this morning. It was meant to be his last swimming of the term. But I'm not putting him in a swimming pool in the freezing cold weather if he's got a temperature. Hopefully you can still hear me over this. It makes quite a racket. So that's fine. So we'll have quite a quiet day. He's currently downstairs playing computer games. Jasper is currently watching his favourite thing at the moment, which is what he calls Pretend Paw Patrol, which is Paw Patrol videos on YouTube. Not ideal, not particularly wholesome, but he loves it. So they're both watching those downstairs at the moment. We had some fun with advent calendars this morning. How do you explain to a 3-year-old that they can only open one door of their advent calendar and not all the doors of their advent calendar once they realise there's chocolate behind them? So Jasper had a massive tantrum and I've had to hide the advent calendar from him so that he didn't just rip open all of the things and eat all of the chocolate. But oh well. Yeah, I have got loads of stuff that I need to do. It's all just getting on top of me at the moment. Christmas Eve boxes are meant to have been going out tomorrow. The UK ones are going to have to go out a little bit late. But I really need to ship the international ones tomorrow because obviously they need to get there before Christmas. So yeah, all the yarn for them is skeined up and labelled. Thankfully I managed to get that done yesterday. Most of the stitch markers are made, so I might try and just do... I think I've probably got enough made for the international orders. I need to double check. But I just need to package it all up, really. Here's the Spectrum Fibres Advent Mini for today. As I said, going off on a tangent now, I'm going to cast on a dust of snow out of the Spectrum Fibres one. So I'd quite like to get that cast on today. Yeah, so I'm going to say, basically, I need to package up the Christmas Eve boxes is the major thing. Everything's purchased, everything's arrived, everything's here. I need to make a few more stitch markers for the, I need to make a few more stitch markers for the UK ones. But other than that, it's pretty much ready. I'm trying to decide whether to cake this one or I might handball this one actually. Let's just loosen the... yeah, so apart from that, it's pretty much ready. I just need to make the boxes up and package them all. So hopefully I'll get a chance to do that today. I don't really want to do it after the kids have gone to bed tonight because if I feel anything like I felt over the last few days, I'm going to be absolutely shattered. So the thought of working after they've gone to bed doesn't appeal. I'd much rather just be able to relax and get an early night. But we will see. So yeah, quiet day in store. Hopefully new Advent cast on. And I need to edit and upload the Vlogmas recordings from yesterday. So I better get on with doing that as well. I'll see you a little bit later on. I just thought I'd show you this quickly. Excuse the sound of my kids playing in the background, possibly starting to fight, but we'll see. I finished the first square in the Boundaries knit-along. And this is the Boundaries Cal, which is a blanket knit-along by Louise Tilbrook. And every 2 weeks, I believe, we're getting a new blanket square up until April, and then you'll be able to put them all together for a blanket. And the idea is that she also gives you some information about kind of setting boundaries and all of that kind of thing as well. And obviously every blanket square has a boundary with the edging. But anyway, this is the first one, and I managed to finish it and cast it off last night. And I think that the second pattern comes out this Wednesday. So it's quite nice to have managed to get this one done in time. I think I've knit it at quite a dense gauge, which I didn't mean to do, but I'll just keep the gauge the same and it'll just be a nice thick blanket. The yarn I'm using is just some Drops Charisma, which is, I don't know, there you go, colour number 21, this one. And it's just a wool mix, basically. But superwash, so it'll be good for the sofa with the kids. Jasper, what did you do with your biscuit?
I want something from here.
You broke it because you want something from the other cupboard. Was that a sensible thing to do? Can you show me where your biscuit is? Where is it? Broken, yeah. Did you throw it on the floor?
I see something there.
What do you see? What have you found on my kitchen floor? Probably rubbish. Yeah, can you put that in the bin?
Yeah.
Thank you. Good boy. Just about focus on me there, I think. Boys are in the shower, making lots of noise. And I just thought I'd quickly show you their advent because I haven't actually shared their advent with you yet. So yeah, I thought that's what I'd do. So for the first time this year, I've done a book advent for the boys. So they've got 24 books all wrapped up in here, varying different sizes. There's a couple that I've put numbers on. So that one's 24 and that one is 23. But the rest of them I've left unnumbered. So they can literally just pick whichever one they want each day. I think Arthur said he's picking this one for today, which is fine. I have purchased all of these books this year, but so some of them have come from charity shops, some of them have just come from the supermarket, and I also ordered about half of them. I ordered from a company called The Book People. A lot of these kind of bigger ones came from them, and they do like bundles of themed books. So nearly all of these books are Christmas themed, or at least winter themed. But the ones I got from The Book People, they did like a bundle of 10 Christmas themed books, and it was a real bargain actually. I mean, I think I got them when they were on special offer, but I think I got something like 10 books for £8, which is brilliant. And I mean, when you look at the quality of the actual book, it's not printed, you know, it's not bound, I guess, to the highest quality. That's not to say that there's anything wrong with them at all, and I'll show you them as those ones get opened. But I just mean, like, they've used a much simpler binding method that looks less sophisticated overall compared to the ones that I've kind of bought from bigger publishing houses. Does that make sense? You'll see. But yeah, so the boys are excited to open their first one. And the plan is that we're just going to open, they're going to pick a book in an evening. And then that book will be their bedtime story throughout Advent. They have got chocolate Advents as well, as you saw this morning. My mum bought those and sent them up in the post for them. But how can we not give the boys a chocolate treat during Advent? It was always one of the highlights of my Advent. You picking that one? Okay, come on then. You're going to open it.
Yeah.
Your turn today. It means Jazzy will get to open it tomorrow, okay?
Why are you opening? What is it? What is it? What's it going to be? What's it going to be? What's it going to be? I don't know, Jasper. It's going to be the Mr. Men one. Mr. Men. You. Where?
Let's have a little look.
Mr. Men.
Mr. Noisy and the Silent Night. Right, you're going to say goodnight to everyone and then we'll go up and read it. Right, the kids are in bed. They enjoyed their bedtime story. It was quite nice to not have dilemmas of them choosing a bedtime story. Does that make sense? Does anyone else find that a complete and utter nightmare sometimes, that their kids just spend ages and ages and ages deciding what bedtime story to have? I think I'm going to quite enjoy the fact that throughout December they don't have to choose because they get whatever they unwrap. Anyway, I am sitting down for the evening. I managed to get the international Christmas Eve boxes, apart from one who'd ordered it with a film club, and I just haven't had a chance to wind the stripes for the film club yet. I will try and get that done this week. But apart from that one, the rest of them are all packaged up and they are ready to go. I just need to print out the postage labels in the morning and drop them at the post office. So that's not too bad, and that means that I can kind of have my evening back, which is exactly what I need. Because I'm still horrendously congested. Can you hear that? Anyway, I wanted to show you something. This is a new purchase for me, and I am using it to house my Christmas Advent project. This is a wonderful stocking project bag from Ellie at Craft House Magic. I saw her showing these on her podcast and I couldn't resist. I don't have a lot of Christmas themed project bags. In fact, I think I might only have one and I made it myself. So I couldn't resist at all, and it's just super, super cute. So living in here is my Advent project. Now you will have seen, oh, I've got it all tangled up. I shoved this in here quickly earlier. You will have seen this morning me opening them and stuff like that. And I'd said yesterday that I wanted to cast on the Dust of Snow wrap using the Spectrum Fibres Advent calendar. And that is exactly what I have done. I didn't get very far. I think I got about 6 rows done. But the first colour is only for the first 16 rows, and then you need to add in colour 2. So that's not too bad. And it's a relatively simple one for the start. And I was wondering how well the colour's going to come across here. Oh, it's not too bad. Not coming out too badly. I'll show it in the daylight tomorrow so you can get a much better idea. But that's not too bad at all. So yeah, it's absolutely lovely. And there it is all caked up. So I'm hoping to keep on top of this. I don't know how realistic it's going to be because there is lace and I'm really slow at lace. But we will see how we go. But that is my plan for the Advent calendar. And then I'm also hoping to crochet up a little square using the one that I got in my swap package as well. So that is kind of my plan for the evening. I'm going to stick Casualty on and I'm going to get working on that. I've made myself a cup of tea. If I finish it, it will be the first cup of tea I've managed to finish all day. It's been one of those days where cups of tea have just gone cold. But anyway, I will see you all tomorrow for day 3 of Vlogmas, because this is day 2. Yeah. Oh, that's getting me confused already. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.